Yuri, alcoholism, dragon horns, maids, large breasts, lolly, Shota, yaoi. No, I wasn't reading my search history just now. Those are just my favorite parts of Dragon Maid. Yep, that's how I'm starting the video. Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid has enough weirdly specific fetishes embedded directly into its core that, especially with the current context around the anime, one would immediately assume that it was some type of sick and twisted fantasy story. They spend an entire episode at the grocery store. Oh boy, do I love slice of life. Wake up, people! Wake up, sheeple! For KyoAni is back in business with their first TV anime since 2018, and I and many other KyoAni fans are greatly excited for Season 2. But I know that a lot of you guys haven't even seen Season 1. What? It's absolutely insane! So in this amazing video, I, Korewa Eden, am going to explain to you why you should watch the absolute beauty that is Dragon Maid. As if the list of fetishes mentioned earlier wasn't enough to convince you. I mean, come on, the only thing it's missing is vor. Never mind. So I know you have a lot of questions right now. Lolly, Shota, alcoholism? You're probably wondering, what is Dragon Maid? Dragon Maid is an incredibly popular anime from 2017 that grew due to very easy memeability and controversial aspects propelling it forward like an infinite motion machine. Don't loot the dragon, Lolly. Buddy, I don't need to. The anime is literally doing it for me. There was the entire situation with the manga being found at a middle school library, and that shit went viral. And honestly, it was pretty fucking funny, I'm not gonna lie.
This particular story features drawings of the Dragon Maid exposing most of her breasts. The book King's Daughter brought home is part of the Japanese graphic novel series Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid.
Get out of my head! Get out of my head! Get out! But that was a controversy nonetheless. There was the Funimation dubbing controversy where Funimation shoehorned in really cringy feminist lines into the official dub. Not to mention the current Ilulu situation, which we're probably just seeing the tip of the iceberg with. Like, I can see this becoming a lot bigger of a problem once the second season actually airs. But we're gonna need to dial it back real quick. What is the anime about, Eden? It mainly follows these two girls. This one's a dragon maid named Toru. This one's a salary woman named Kobayashi. You get it. Great. The anime follows the daily lives of these two and their wacky and awesome friends that slowly join the cast, which we'll get to later, with an extra special focus on highlighting the beauty of the much more mundane and seemingly forgettable aspects of life. It plays to the strengths of slice of life better than I have seen any other anime do, and that's kind of a big deal if you consider just how much slice of life I've watched and talked about on this channel. New game is a goat? No one at me. I want to have sex with Evami. Dragon Maid is an anime that really breathes and lets you relax, and then breathes fire and destroys the city the very next second. It's got that good contrast of everything that you really like to see. One aspect of Dragon Maid that really resonates with me in particular is the way that it depicts many different angles of life through all of its characters. Every single individual character has a vastly different personality from each other, and has another companion character to contrast them and be cool and epic with. But to be serious, I want to take a moment to highlight my favorite dynamic that I think makes this anime such a great experience, because let's be honest, if you don't like the characters in a slice of life, you almost certainly aren't going to finish it. It's gonna sit next to fucking Ari Ferrerta in your pause section. Like, come on, you and I know you aren't going to fucking finish Ari Ferrerta, you bitch. Delete it, drop it. Anyways, character dynamics. Family is a very important aspect of life. In fact, there's a decently high chance that the person watching this video has a family. If you don't, I'm sorry, this is awkward. Family is one of the biggest aspects of Dragon Maid, or more or less the idea of what defines a family and the importance of it all, really. While it is impossible to decide who gives birth to you and what the circumstances are that you start your life with, anyone can find a group of friends in any degree that they can call a family, as family comes in many different sizes and shapes. A friend group of bros, close co-workers, you, your Dragon Maid, and Dragon Lolly, the possibilities are endless. But what defines a family at the end of the day is that mutual bond of love in between all affiliated, not by blood or technicality. There are multiple examples of this in the anime, but the obvious one and the one we see most often is Kobayashi, Kana, and Toru slowly developing as characters, and by the end of the first season, feeling like a true family, watching the first sunrise of the year together. And I think the way that it plays into these slice of life plot situations, like work, groceries, cleaning, school, only helps portray this embedded thematic carry of the series. And I think that the idea of family that is portrayed so beautifully and wholesomely truly is very beautiful. And that brings me to my next point, actually. Lolly Twister, baby! Lolly Twister, the Shota, the little kid with the boobs and the face in the OP, this guy right here, his name is literally Shota! What the fuck, Dragon Maid? This is the most on-the-nose raunchy fetish bullshit I have ever seen! One thing that I want everyone to take away from the video is that this anime is equal parts raunchy, relaxing, and beautiful. They hit you with the 1-2 punch in a way that you have never seen before. And as someone who's a little bit of a culture degenerate myself, I am here for it. I like weird anime. I think anime is best whenever it's able to blend together the good, the bad, and the ugly in a nice, big, booby milkshake. Like, I imagine the original author had a conversation with his assistant, and it went something like, alright, so, what if we got some dragons? Uh-huh! And then we made them all gay. Yeah! And made this one a maid. Yeah! You see, the fan service garbage is tasteful. It's not over the top. It's palatable, if you know what I'm saying. It's all integral to the plot. The plot! The plot kicks up once you pass the halfway point into the anime and enter what I like to call the Lolly Olympics arc. And allow me to say that this is the most competitive tournament arc I have ever seen in any form of fiction. My Hero Academia Season 2, get the fuck out of here! It's literally the sports festival at Kana's elementary school. This is all that matters. So over the course of the Lolly Olympics, we witnessed what can only be described as the greatest and most fierce competition to grace anime history. Battle after battle is something I have never seen before. Three-legged race where the Lolly Riko cooms over touching Kana. Tug of war where they win because Ruko cooms over touching Kana. Like a classic crescendo, the episode all builds up to one final relay race. A final relay race unlike anything I have ever seen before. It's so close, neck and neck, until the stupid Lolly with a big forehead, Riko, drops the goddamn baton. What's gonna happen next? Can they win? She passes the baton to Kana, tears in her eyes, and like an absolute chat, she says, "Makasete." And the rest is history. Oh my god, an absolute speed demon. And then they went to the grocery store for an episode after that. That was pretty cool. Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid is a pretty awesome anime that I think really blends into the KyoAni mold as something truly unique. But it still feels so true to the studio's heart and soul. And with that specifically in mind, I think it's just the exact type of series that they need to get back on their feet as they march towards their return to TV anime. Season 2 is going to be great. And if you haven't seen Season 1, you better. I didn't just waste my breath talking about the Lolly Olympics for no reason. I basically just made this video because I wanted to highlight some of my favorite parts of Dragon Maid amidst all the negativity the series is getting right now. Because as you can probably tell by this video, I really like this anime. Anyways, that's about it. This girl has a penis on her head. That's pretty funny. You know who else has a penis on their head? My patrons who pledged $2 or more on patreon.com. Thank you to those penis headers: Capitan, Okio Toko, Edwin Chen, Shitsubo, Call, Too Resty, Grashapa, Kobe, The White Rice, Ernesto Ailman, Inak Ways, Airman Urbina, Stanley Mike, and all my other patrons supporting me. It means a lot. Thank you for watching.
Get out of my head! Get out of my head! Get out of my head! Get out of my head!